So my experience here was really good, and I'm very thankful to Puneet and Value First for having me here. The audience was very energetic and the audience was very relevant for me today, because I was talking about the changing consumer behavior in digital space in 2018.
Thanks, Puneet, for inviting me over. The experience was very nice. See, first of all, I did this chat show with the CIO, with Mr. Ashokkan of Columbia Hospital, and in fact I met him for the first time today. So it was a good opportunity for me as well. And then, as you would have seen in the during the chat show, his insights were really unique. They were grounded. They were very evidence-driven, very process-driven. So it was a very, very refreshing perspective which I heard from him today, and I look forward to more interactions.
So it's been pretty awesome. Met some old folks from the industry, and a good exchange of ideas. And I think you should do it more often.
The event was very good. In fact, I was there almost from the beginning of the event and learned quite a lot. Especially the research report which was presented was very insightful and gave a lot of learning to me as to what's happening in the market.
It was a very well articulated arrangement of sessions leading from one to another. So I think I have some good takeaways from this session.
I think it was one of its kind experience. The kind of people, the speakers who spoke about it gave me a lot of insight on which way we can go and what are the trends in the industry, especially the report which you guys have shared. It's very delightful.
It was a great event. So I have had many events in the past, but in terms of the ambience and in terms of the clarity of the agenda of the event, it was really nice. The way it was organized and the structure of the event was divine, in fact.
This was my first, the first time I came here, as a participant. It was really nice and completely what I was looking forward to.
I got to hear their views. I got to hear so there were some questions, there were some thoughts that we shared. So it's a great platform to be able to come on board and not just talk about my learnings and failures in the last 1 year, but also be able to brainstorm and predict the trends of 2018.
So, while we all as technologists and as marketeers, recommend digital, but yeah, we need to have in-person connect, and there was also Ashokkan. I think on some of these questions he gave some really thoughtful answers, and they were my aha moments of the day.
Well, you talked about chatbots. If there was some solution being displayed about a chatbot, that kind of builds stickiness and something for me to take back home.
I've had the chance of talking to the connoisseurs who developed this chatbot technology basis the AI platforms on the basis of some very developed, enhanced AI platforms. Some of the chatbots have really evolved and they are very interactive. They have got the wherewithals to answer almost all your key questions. The sessions were interactive and very informal, and I really liked it.
The second session where Priyanka talked about the trends, that was always very interesting. We knew some of those statistics, but to have it collated in a session was very nice.
So it was definitely the bot, the features which the bot has, and now that it is, you guys are planning to come up with a voice bot as well. So I think it can be a big game changer.
The things which you actually got to learn and the experiences which you shared with people. So I think that was the aha moment for me.
See, I kind of like the format in which you've organized this. I think what you can do over here is also integrate some of the solutions that you've come up with, given the insights, because you've created a very insightful report. I look forward to it every year, in fact. So I think if you can build on that, that will be helpful to us as a marketer.
The only suggestion which I would have is the scale should go up, because this is such a vast pool of knowledge which is being disseminated, and if there are more people to acquire that knowledge, will be the merrier.
It was interactive, but I feel that it can be, percentage can be more on the interaction session, and just if we can just have a question answer round.